Yeah, I think we're live. It says we're live. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and we are live on this beautiful, what is it, May 16th? Right?
Yes.
Yep, May 16th. I hope everyone's had a great day. I'm having a great day myself. And of course, we're joined by Mr. Real Texas Politics. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, so we have a lot to talk about today. The big James Comey story yesterday. We've got to talk about the House Republicans being filled with idiots. So yeah, a lot of stuff to get into. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content. And if you have any questions, concerns, or want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. I get to read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way your questions answered. And if you want to support the channel even further, you can join America First Insight today. You can become a member today using the code REAL. Yeah, again, use the code REAL during checkout, and it helps support the content. So again, a big shout out to America First Insight for supporting the streams and the videos. How is John? I haven't heard anything. It sounds like it's going good though. So that's all I've heard. So, but all right, what should we start with today? Because
I think we
I,
need to start with the big news that just broke basically 30 minutes ago.
I hate Republicans. I hate this party so much. Yeah, let me just pull this up. It did
So
who posted it?
at, at least for now, the big beautiful bill is dead.
Okay, yeah, Jake Sherman posted it. Yeah, so Jake Sherman a little while ago, he posted this tweet. And for those that live under a rock, the big beautiful bill just got voted down in the House Budget Committee. It was 16 to 21. It was Clyde, Roy, Brasheen, and Norman that voted against it. Smucker, I think, said he changed his vote for procedural reasons or something, right?
Yes, he supports the bill. He voted against it to preserve the opportunity to reconsider the motion to advance
How does that make any sense?
appointing
How
his
does that
order.
work?
I think it's the same reason the with the Mayorkas impeachment before
Oh, so it's
or
like
something.
procedural BS.
Yeah.
I don't get how that makes sense, but so yeah, it failed. It failed. Great. Now, was the bill good? No, there's some problems with it, but
It's spending. It's the whole thing is spending.
yep, it's just a bunch of spending crap, and well, they voted against it. So, American Earth for
So
2. Arrest Comey now. If not, then fire Bondi. We'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, the
So
House
I would
Republicans
say
suck.
probably four of these five are probably going to be getting primary challenges endorsed by Trump.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think Chip Roy killed himself. I don't know what he's doing here. I mean, you're already on thin ice with Trump. I mean, Trump already said he wants to get rid of him, didn't he?
Yeah, Roy's
So,
probably done. Norman's done. Um, Massey's not in the committee, but I think if he was, he would have voted against
oh
this,
yeah, he would
and
have
he's
voted
already
no.
done.
He would have voted no for a principle, some crap like that.
Well, because he doesn't. I mean, he supports. I mean, he doesn't support any bill that requires any spending at all.
Oh yeah, he wants 0% spending. Actually, that'd be too much. He wants negative spending. Um, what actually is the bill? So it's the big beautiful bill Trump's talking about, and it deals with everything we wanted to do. And again, it's not perfect, but it gets the main stuff done. And the big thing we want is the well, there's two big things. One, it extends the tax cuts, I believe, right? Like no
Yeah.
tax on tips, all that stuff. Yeah. And the second, and probably the most important part, is the fact that this increased ICE spending by like 100% or like way more.
hmm
So they're voting against ICE spending for no reason. I don't get why they're voting no on this. Like, do they give a reason why?
Uh, Spending.
Wow. So meanwhile, if this was military spending, oh, they would have loved it. They would have loved it. They would have said, "Yeah, we need to increase military spending by 800%."
Well, Massey probably wouldn't like that, but that's basically it.
Yeah, this is stupid. Now I do wonder, why did they just do separate bills? I don't get that. Why?
Well, I think Trump wanted it all in one bill.
That was stupid. This was such a stupid idea. What he should have done is pass the ICE stuff separately, the border, like in a separate bill, and do everything separately, like no taxes on tips, the tax cuts extended. Like, that's all you got to do. But
But
no.
then again, Then again, the House is just too lazy to pass any bill.
That's fair. I mean, have they passed a single bill?
I mean, well,
Actually,
the only major, I mean, I guess a few like post office renames and
wow, that doesn't
that sort of
count.
stuff. And
That doesn't. I'm talking
yeah,
about real legislation. Have they passed
yeah,
anything?
Lake and Riley.
Yeah, but that was basically before Trump.
And
So
I think Jocelyn Gary again the renames.
yeah, so who cares? So really, one
They
thing they
renamed the
passed.
wildlife sanctuary. Yeah, they
It's
renamed the
the
wildlife sanctuary. Whoop de doo.
it's the middle of May, and they passed one thing of note. Great. American Nerd
Uh,
for 3. Primary these so-called Republicans now. Nah, I support Norman. Clyde support. These are good Republicans, but it's stupid.
I don't know. I think Norman's done
Yeah, Norman might have pissed Trump off too much. Because did he support
because
Nikki
I
Haley?
think because yeah, and that might have been with Trump's permission, but I think Trump probably just sees that now as him like I don't know been like betrayal. I guess that's all it is.
Great.
Excuse me.
This is why no one likes the party. Yeah, the GOP sucks. I mean, this should have dealt with, what, 3 months ago? How much time did they have to do this?
Like the fucking first. It should have been dealt with in like February.
Yeah, this should have been dealt with in the first, like, week of February. Like, get all the kinks out then, and then pass it now. Or it should have been passed probably in March. But now how long are they gonna actually wait for this, then?
I don't know. I think they're going to recess
Oh
soon.
my gosh, I forgot about that. They're going to recess again. No! No! So it's gonna be a while. These guys suck.
Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson's probably about as unpopular now as like Paul
What the
Ryan.
hell is he doing? I don't get the
I don't
strategy.
I don't know, but regardless, congratulations to Speaker elect Hakeem Jeffries.
I would go that. I would
Uh,
not go that far just yet, but we'll
yeah, I
see.
would. I would.
Listen,
I mean,
we'll see. All right, we're waiting. I'm still waiting and seeing. Basically, I want to see what
mm,
happens in Maine. I want to see what happens in Washington. We'll see, but Dilly Bot for 10. Even if this did pass the House, Ron Paul said he would have voted against it due to his libertarian ideals. More like Libby trash. Well, that's a problem. Like, at least,
Rand Paul.
yeah, Rand Paul, but that would have been enough. You know,
I think even Josh Hawley said he wouldn't vote for it.
shit. American Nerd for 2. I'm done with this, with people doing this uniparty crap. Well, listen, I understand what, like, Roy and them are doing, but I understand why they're opposing it. But they should have done this, like, 3 months ago.
Yeah, Hawley's been pissing a lot of people off during the administration.
Yeah. I hope we
I
don't
think
think.
he might eventually be a primary target.
I would go
Which I
that
hate to. I
far.
don't. I mean, I hate to say it, but
I would
he's
not go
gonna
that
piss.
far.
He's gonna piss Trump off somehow.
I don't know. We'll see. If we somehow win the House, we need to get rid of Mike Johnson. I don't think Mike Johnson survives. He might be gone in the next couple weeks.
I don't even know if he'll be. I mean, he probably won't even meet a minority leader.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
He'll
see.
probably be like Steve Scalise or something.
Jacob Martin for 2. This is exactly why they would lose the midterms. Well, my argument is still you got Trump, who's still the most popular guy in America right now. Which
Well,
is a funny thing.
here's what I was thinking. Trump's probably the only reason why it wouldn't be a blue wave
Yeah, right now it's
because
the only reason it's not.
the thing is, I mean, he's not popular, but he's not unpopular. That's the difference
Well,
between now and 2018. 2018, both Congress and Trump were very unpopular, and that's why we had a blue wave.
yeah, but even
This time, Trump's basically 50-50, and Congress is extremely unpopular. That might get us at least maybe a blue ripple.
that Trump's not that unpopular though. It's like 50-50. So
Which I guess probably is popular for a president at this point in
for
time.
modern
But
standards, yeah. Even though that's going back up now. Even Ipsos is admitting that. So and that was in the middle of the trade war stuff, and a lot of those polls are full of shit. But John
yeah,
Willard for 5. The only insane people are the ones who nominated Orange Blob 3 times. He won 2 out of 3.
well,
American Nerd for 3.
that's our token Democrats.
Yep, the one Democrat in chat. American Nerd for 3. Time for some scorcher tactics for primaries. No, not yet. For some people I would agree with, but not for
Mm.
not for like Norman. because Norman's still a top Republican. And it sounds like Smucker only voted no because of procedural. I don't get that, though. So yeah, Brandon Gill posted this. Smucker said, to be clear, I fully support the one big beautiful bill. My vote today in the Budget Committee's a procedural requirement to preserve the committee's opportunity to reconsider their motion to advance the beautiful bill. So I don't get how that works.
How's it going, Luke?
Hey, Luke.
Yeah, I'm currently just south of Fond du Lac. I'm driving up to Wausau for the state convention. I just had to stop at a use the restroom, take a piss, as you do.
Yeah, so
Nice.
House Republicans suck. Anything new?
What are they doing?
So they voted no against Trump's bill.
Was it the New York ones? Because I know
it was the Freedom Caucus. It was the committee.
Yeah, it was the main committee.
Yeah, I don't know what I think it was. I don't know what committee it was.
It was a budget committee.
Budget committee, yeah.
Right. So yeah, they voted no, and it sounds like it's for. I understand why they voted no, but again, Mike Johnson fucked this up big time. He fucked this up big time. He should have known if they had the votes. What, Luke?
I said shit. No, because I was like turning, and then this car fucking like spazzed past me. It's insane.
Oof.
Don't come to Richfield, Wisconsin, dude. This place is a fucking dump.
All right, Satan Slayer for 5. Guys, just be patient with when it comes to the midterms. Voters are extremely fickle and very forgettable. Just get the bill done, it'll be fine. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they get the bill done soon, I don't think it really impacts anything. But
yeah, speaking of drivers, I was driving home from Whataburger like maybe 20 minutes ago, and there was this one old black woman on her phone driving at like 20 miles an hour in like a 45-mile-per-hour speed limit zone. So.
great.
Dude, I had to turn so fast that my Americans for Prosperity hand sanitizer fell off the dash.
L. Dillybot for 10. We need to primary Republicans who go against Trump and what we voted for. And if you say no, I shake my head. No, I'm just saying, like, I understand why they're voting no. I get it, but they should have dealt with this months ago. That's what I'm saying.
It's because they're spending money. They're spending money.
No, I understand, like, some of it's like that they're not codifying the Doe stuff, which is pissing me off. And now, like, Luna's saying that they're not voting on anything now, I guess. She's, like, saying that we can't get anything done now because Mike Johnson's being who freaking knows. I don't get it. But yeah, I understand, like, if we get a better bill out of this, I don't know.
We need one that cuts the military budget. That's what we need.
Problem is, though, you gotta get the defense hawks on your side. That's the problem. And
That's the biggest fucking issue with this party. That is the biggest issue with this party, is that we have to resort to cutting social programs because half the party will literally leave if you dare touch defense spending. We do need primaries in these safe seats. I will say that.
All right, John Willard for 2. I'm a Republican, not a Democrat. Oh, sure. Sure, buddy.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you're Adam Kinzinger Republican.
Yeah, you're an Adam Kinzinger Republican. That's a good way to put it.
Which is basically a Democrat.
Yeah. So America First Insight, which again, you guys should go follow and should go support them because, well, I'm sponsored by them. Well, they posted this tweet a little while ago, and this is why I'm not doing too much about this. Like, I have issues with it, but they said we can get more out of the big beautiful bill. Unlike nearly every single time, these negotiations are happening months ahead of when they are needed, rather than waiting till the very last second. Lots of cuts can be made, and the bill can be better. So this is the one argument that I will make. It is ahead of schedule compared to prior years. I still think it should have been done in April, like in March, not in May, right before the recess. But it's not the end of the world. American Nerd for 2. Is Johnson worse than McCarthy now? Feels like it. I don't know. I don't know what Johnson's doing.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, America First Insight's right on this, so we just gotta wait and see. We just gotta wait and see on this one. But I have issues with
We'll
that.
probably wait till Trump puts out a statement, which
Yeah.
it's not going to be good, but we'll. Speaking of Trump, he just put out a couple weird statements today.
Oh yeah, Trump's been saying some weird stuff.
Yeah, he put out like a whole paragraph about Bruce Springsteen. And then...
Did we find out where unknown destination was yet?
No, he was trolling. I think.
Yeah, it's probably just. I mean, Tiffany just had a baby, so I think it's just gonna be going back home.
So yeah, Trump posted about like Bruce Springsteen, and then he also posted how like
Taylor Swift.
yeah, Taylor Swift. It's like, has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer quote unquote hot? That's what he said. I love it.
What happened when you date? She's.
Yeah, Travis Kelce.
Okay. Yeah.
American Nerd for 3. I don't know if Johnson even knows how to be speaker. I don't freaking know.
He didn't even want to be speaker in the first place.
Yeah, he did. He was forced into it. He was like, shit, I gotta be in this position. Alright. I thought you were sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. No, I think Red Eagle was at one point, but I'm not.
But this stream is.
What?
This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, it's definitely not. We're sponsored by American First Insight.
Yeah, and American First Insight. Yeah, they're sponsoring it. And Raid Shadow Legends.
I did see that Zeppelin LZ made a America First Insight blimp in Minecraft, so you guys can watch that video.
All right, so I think it's time. Bet 6 for 5. Emerson shows promising signs of New Jersey with Trump's approval. Could actually become a swing state in the future. I have a video planned for later today on that. But before we get into the James Comey stuff, I want to touch on...
Actually, we have to have a couple breaking news, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Tim Burchett's introducing legislation to codify Trump's executive orders. That's from a couple hours ago.
Yay.
And 11 inmates have escaped from a New Orleans jail, some facing murder charges.
What? What?
Yeah.
No way. I don't believe you. Are you serious?
It's from the Calvin Coolidge
Project.
Jail
where?
New Orleans.
Of course. Calvin Coolidge Project. I don't believe you.
Already about as good as it is.
Oh, yeah. 11 inmates escaped from New Orleans jail. Some facing murder charges. Well, see, couple this with the serial killer to the Northeast.
Yeah.
That's a great combination.
Yeah.
Great combination. They're finding like bodies, Taylor Swift's like house and stuff. It's a great time to be alive.
Yeah, so I guess it's time to bring back those Katrina-style evacuations, or how about that?
Oh gosh.
Anyways, whatever news you're about to say.
Yeah, so the 11 inmates escape. But yeah, let's start with the Tim Burchett stuff. I did not hear about this. So Tim Burchett proposed a bill.
It's just codifying executive orders.
Yep, here we go. Found it. Congressman Tim Burchett just announced he'll be filing a legislation to codify Trump's executive orders, including enforcing Doge cuts. President Trump has done his part in acting on the mandate from the American people. It's past time for Congress to take action, Burchett said. This better pass, I swear. If
That's our best congressman right there.
Yeah, Tim Burchett's one of our best guys right now.
And yeah.
He's one of the few that has a freaking brain. So yeah, I like this. I like the fact that we're finally getting something proposed. This should have done back in February.
Will those make it out of committee, though?
That's a problem. Because you're getting these dumbass Republicans saying, oh no, we must protect the Green New Deal. That's a real thing, by the way. There are Republicans voting against the Doge cuts because of the Green New Deal. Because they support it. That's not a joke, by the way.
I don't know how any Republicans support the Green New Deal now. Why?
I'm not exaggerating. That's a real thing. They're going to defend Biden's environmental crap, which is like the Green New Deal light.
Yeah, and I think we have a list. I think we have a list somewhere. America First Insight, I think, did it.
Yeah, I think they did too. Yeah, they had the shitty tier list, like how bad they are. Henry Hooker stand for 2. Shout out to my representative. Yeah, Tim Burchett's great. He's great. One of the best guys.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Y'all got good representation right there.
Yeah, right here.
Anyways, so here's the full list. We got
it.
Juan Ciscomani, David Valadeo, Young Kim, Jeff Hurd, Gabe Evans, Don Bacon, Mark Amadei, Nick LaLota, Andrew Garbarino, Mike Lawler, Dave Joyce, Rob Resnahan, Dan Newhouse, and Jen Kiggins.
There's only like 2 people on this list that has a legitimate excuse. Don Bacon and Michael Lawler. Why is there a guy from Ohio on this list? Why?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Scranton.
And for those that don't know, this is Biden's executive. This is his shitty environmental stuff. Yeah. A group of 14 moderate Republicans have signed on to a letter where they insist they would want to maintain Biden's Green New Deal tax credits and prevent President Trump's big, beautiful bill from cutting them. Wow. You guys suck. I hate this party. I despise these people.
I don't Bresnahan, man, I thought he'd be good.
This sucks. Like, you're at Scranton! They're probably like 80% of people are against it there. And you're gonna support this crap? Really? I can understand Lawler and Bacon. That's one thing. But of course, Dan Newhouse. Of course. And Jeff Turd.
I've heard Bacon might actually retire, which if he does, that seat's gone.
Yeah.
But anyways. Also, we
Hey.
have
Wait,
we have Lawler.
so Bresnahan voted no on the bill?
No, he's opposed to get rid of Biden's Green New Deal stuff.
I see.
These guys suck.
Also, you got Lawler and MTG. They've been fighting over salt for like the past
My
2
gosh,
days.
the
or
salt
something.
thing's the dumbest thing on earth. I hate that. I understand where Lawler's coming from, but
I think
come
Green's
on.
I think Green's gonna probably be campaigning in New York for whoever's primarying him out
Probably.
or something. I don't. Lord,
They just want to continue to campaign on it. You know, you're not wrong. I would not be surprised. It's like, oh, the Green New Deal's going to take over, yet you voted to support it.
the MAGA Green New Deal.
Gabe Evans is from Colorado. Yeah, but that seat's right trending. It's like the one district that's Republican trending for no reason.
Yeah, it's in the Hispanic parts of Denver and like Fort Collins. It might go Democrat, honestly, and
it could. Riley Moore has been a member for 32 months. Chip Roy, Texas said he is a no on the big beautiful bill, Trump's tax bill. Yep, he is.
I don't think there's anything he can do to convince him.
No.
Because this is one of the guys that just he will vote against any spending whatsoever.
Yeah. He's one of those people that if he doesn't get 100% of what he wants, he's going to vote no.
Shit, now I'm going through Campbell's porn. This is where Timothy Rampton is from. That's crazy, dude.
Gosh. Let's see. Haley wouldn't beat Vance. Yeah, Haley would get crushed in a primary. Why are people saying Haley could win? What? Oh, John Wheeler, of course.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think it's time we get to the main part of the stream that I wanted to get to. Well, we'll get to the New Jersey stuff later. I think that's actually a video for today I'm working on.
This is the Comey stuff, right?
Yeah. So for those that live under a rock, there was well, he's in the thumbnail. I have in the thumbnail I have Comey in an orange jumpsuit, which he should be in after what he said yesterday. But for those that don't know, James Comey is the former FBI director. He's disgraced. No one likes him. And, well...
Except Democrats.
What?
Except Democrats.
Democrats love this guy. Well, on his Instagram page yesterday, he posted this picture. 8647. Does anyone know what this means?
Well, it obviously means to get rid of something, but
yeah,
it could also easily be interpreted as
kill.
Well, what happened on July 13th.
Yeah. So 86 means remove, or it's even the Wikipedia page I think says it could mean kill. Okay? And 47 of course represents President Trump. What do you think he was implying here? Guys, he's a former FBI director. If he doesn't know what this means,
which he claims he doesn't for whatever
reason. Which is bullshit. If you're
he's obviously lying.
You're full of crap.
He's obviously lying.
Yeah. All you have to say, or all he had to say was, listen, I did not mean to kill President Trump. I meant just remove him. He's full of shit when he says, oh, I don't know what that actually meant. When he says that, you know that's what he implied.
If he meant remove Trump, he would have said like 74 47, or 73 47. Well, it'd be like the Nixon stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like 86 just means like remove something, like in restaurant stuff.
Assassinate him. That's what that means. Yeah.
They could have just said like a random number, just like 7447, like to get rid of Nixon. I don't know. Fed posted. Yeah. American Nerd for 2. If Comey isn't arrested, Bonnie must resign. Well, I think didn't Tulsi Gabbard say they want to arrest him now? I think that's what she said. Let's pull this up. American Nerd for 2 or 3. Does the Chip Soy have extreme TDS? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get over 2020. Let me pull this up.
I mean, I don't think arresting him's a good idea because
fuck you. Fuck that. Excuse me.
As stupid as that is, I do believe in free speech, and I think that Oh no, I'm a big advocate for free speech, so I don't think he should be arrested. But I think that this should be condemned. Like all these people on the left should condemn this kind of rhetoric.
They won't.
And I think this is one of the responsibilities with free speech because once you start saying, "Oh, we can't allow this anymore because some people might act on it," that's a slippery slope, you know. And I don't want to change that.
The
I
difference
think
is
free
Trump
speech.
got shot at just last year, and it's been
Well,
trying to kill multiple times.
free speech still exists in this country, Rob. I don't want to
Yeah.
become England. I don't want to become England where we start by just being like, "Oh, this person got
Luke,
shot."
there's a
So, I'm
difference.
sorry.
The
Look,
United States has the Constitution, the First Amendment. We have the Bill of Rights. So that's a
but
stupid
still,
comparison.
it's a slippery slope. If you take
It's a call
away
for
any, if you put
violence.
any restrictions on speech, it's whatever. We can say so many things were a call for violence. The Dems claimed for years that the Trump speech was call for violence. All this stuff is subjective. I think it's a horrible idea to start like suggesting, oh, if you're calling for violence, that's jailable offense. I disagree with that. I think that we should fully back free speech because one day we might be on the opposing end of that, and then
Oh,
we'll
just
end up having.
this is Luke. Every time we do this, just be in the other shoes or something. Just imagine if Democrats were in our shoes. That's stupid.
Well, no, I'm just saying
This
that
is
the First
stupid.
Amendment and freedom of speech is what this country was
Yeah,
built on,
but Luke,
and I don't want to
it
throw it
doesn't
away
affect
because
threatening
some
people.
Democrats
This is
they're
James
threatening
Comey.
people.
This is a former FBI director that should know better, who is a complete hack,
Well, what's he
saying
do?
this.
Look, is he going to show up at Trump's house with a gun? No, he's not.
So it's still a
Someone
call for
could.
violence.
It's not a call for violence. Look,
Oh yeah, he says
stupid that he said it.
8647.
He shouldn't have said that shit. I'm not defending what he said, but he should not be arrested for that shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to be having this debate.
All right, Joe Longo has been a member for 17 months. 9/11 was 8,647 days prior to the post. I saw something about that. I don't know how real that is, but Object Clays Cater for 2, 8 blocks away, 6 feet under 47 or something. Yeah, I Am Moon has been a member for 16 months. Mike for 2. Inciting violence not protected by First Amendment, Luke. Yeah, that's my point. It's not.
Also, right after Comey said it, both of the Krasenstein brothers said it. So
Yeah,
Well,
so.
okay, there's a difference though. Comey tweeting out that was a stupid mistake. It would be one thing if Comey were to tweet out like, "I'm offering $100,000 for the first person who can like give me Trump's head on a pike or something." That would be different, okay? That is a full-on incitement of violence. That's the difference, okay?
The difference is, Luke, this is a former FBI director saying this. He should not be saying crap like this. He should know better.
Yeah, he should know better, but still, it's he shouldn't be arrested for it. I think he should be like universally denounced by people. I think any form of security clearance he has left should be stripped. He should be blacklisted from like any part of the government. That's my opinion.
well, I agree
Um,
with that. Yeah, that should happen.
They say throw him in jail. That's my take.
I disagree. I'm not gonna. It's a slippery slope, is all I'm saying.
Oh, it's
with
always
free
a
speech.
slippery
I
slope.
mean,
It's
this
always.
is exactly the type of stuff that was used in the United Kingdom, Canada, and Europe. They started with shit
We
like
have
this,
the
and then
Bill of
down the
Rights,
line.
Luke. They don't. They don't have
Well,
the
what
Bill of
you say
Rights.
that part of the Bill of Rights doesn't matter, then that means that
Who said it doesn't matter? I'm just saying,
that
like,
means the whole
inciting
thing's
violence
irrelevant.
is not. Listen, inciting violence is
It's
not
not
protected.
directly an incitement of violence. Look, I said if he were to come out and say, I will give you a bounty to like hang Trump or whatever, that would be incitement of violence. Tweeting out a couple numbers is not going to do that.
Whatever.
That's my
House Freedom Caucus just released a statement about.
Oh gosh, what does
Actually,
idiots say?
this was like 30 minutes ago.
Let's see what these morons have to say.
Reps Roy, Norman, Breaching, Clyde, and others continue to work in good faith to enact the big beautiful bill. We were making progress before the votes in the committee and will continue negotiations to further improve the reconciliation package. We are not going anywhere and we will continue to work for the weekend.
Great. They better pass something good.
And apparently Mike Lindell's going to trial in June in Denver.
For
Or
what?
something, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Something about something about machines and whatever stuff I can't say on
gosh.
YouTube.
Object Clays Cater for 5. 86 the common gainsaying which Comey went after an FBI. He should know better. He has no excuses for not knowing as a director who got briefs. Exactly, that's my point. This is not some random schizo on Twitter. You know, it's not. This is somebody that knows what this means. And to lie about it and say, oh, I knew nothing about it. I don't know what 86 meant. You're full of shit. Really? You didn't know what it meant? Yet you had 86.
He knew what it meant until the feds found out about it.
Yeah, until the feds knocked at
tried to
his
go
door.
after.
That's probably what happened. All right. Servers in Germany. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, the Starlink servers in Germany. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a new one. The Starlink stuff. The Starlink stuff stole it somehow.
yeah. Why aren't we putting I don't know, Arch Cambria or whatever on trial?
I don't know.
I'm just listening to random words of slib because I'm sure she thinks the election was assorted.
Who knows?
But
Right.
by the way, have you seen Art Candy's actual face? Like I think she's like an 80-year-old woman or something, and she's
Let's see here.
like, and she's like one of the Democrat cattards.
I saw that. If you throw Comey in jail, it gives justification for the Dems to throw their opposite in jail if/when they gain back power.
Exactly, and that's the issue.
Yeah, how are the January
That is
6th protesters that are thrown in solitary confinement for 3 years? How about them?
Yeah, and just because they did that to them doesn't mean we put back to them.
Luke,
I'm sorry.
Luke, they broke the slippery slope years ago. They were the ones that opened this Pandora's box.
Well, still, what you do is reform the law to make sure that doesn't happen again. You don't just do what they do.
Democrats
because
are
you
never
know
going to hear
what
that.
happens? You know what happens, Rap? When they go fucking hard like that, or when we go fucking hard, they come back at us 10 times worse. And that's the
Luke,
fucking
they're
issue,
getting more
you know?
insane by the day.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter. You don't do this, okay? I don't want this country to become some fucking... Every new administration's a fucking dictator who just locks up political opposition. That's a horrible
How is
shit
this
to go
locked
down.
up? He's literally inciting violence.
The fucking system, okay? Because this is the slippery slope we're going down. This is how countries fall, okay? And I do not want to see that happen in the United States.
Luke, he's literally inciting violence on the president of the United States.
Sake, you are so... Oh my fucking
I'm just
God,
saying,
dude.
it's how... Okay, Luke, how does he not know what 86 means? He's a former FBI director.
It's whatever, look. If he was giving a bounty or some shit, it'd be different. But
No, it's not.
again, it's a horrible precedent it sets. It is a horrible precedent it sets. Now, some of us only say they're for free speech when it's our side, but I genuinely believe in free speech. And I'm not going to sit here on a live stream and advocate for locking up political opposition.
I'm not saying lock people for having opinions.
As stupid as the shit they say are, which again, any semblance of a security clearance he still has, he should be completely blacklisted from the government. That I'm all for.
Luke,
but
what I'm saying is, like, if it's one thing if he said we got to remove President Trump, impeach him, that's one thing. That's not what he meant. If you really think that's what he did not mean by that, I'm sorry, you're dumb. I'm sorry, or ignorant.
Well, I don't know what he meant, but I don't want to be playing these stupid games because this is fucking authoritarianism. That's what it is, and I think it's stupid. That's all I'm saying.
Rally more for 5. AfD party's most popular party now in Germany. I saw that. Yeah, they're number 1, but it doesn't matter. They're just never going to win elections. So, all right. Let's pull this up. Let's see. So we talked about the Comey stuff. We talked about that. What's this about Wisconsin?
What about Wisconsin?
It was like a deadline for redrawing, or like a court case or something, redrawing.
Oh yeah, so SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of Wisconsin sets May 29th the deadline for the Elections Commission to respond to suits seeking a redraw of House lines. Great. Walk talk for 10. Off topic, I know, but Diddy's gonna walk free. They have no case against him, but he seems like the kind of guy who, if he goes down, he's taking people with him, and they deserve it. Yeah. Eric for 5. We're past Rubicon already, Luke. And threats of violence is not free speech, it's a crime. American Nerd for 10. There are laws already saying that inciting harm or violence, for example, you can't yell fire in a crowded space, or as that could cause mass panic and lead to people bodily harm. Same principle here. That's just my argument, but enough of that. I'm just saying, like, it's not free speech in this situation, but... All right. Let's see. Where are we at? So, okay. Now, speaking of the big, beautiful bill, how long do we got till we have to pass it? Does anyone know? Like, does anyone know when the deadline is for this bill? Or is there not one?
I have no idea.
Because I'm hoping they get this shit done now. I'm hoping they are being serious when they say we're just we're negotiating right now. We're trying to make stuff done. Which again, if that was the whole point, why didn't they do this 5 months ago? Why? They could have done this back in like February. Tex Rex for 10. Sounds like a cope, but maybe Kemp is waiting to run for Senate in 2028 against Warnock. Says he's harder to beat and will be needed. Ossoff is easier to beat with many other GOP candidates. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna run for president. That's what I've heard. So
Also for Warnock.
No Kemp.
Oh, Kemp. Yeah. That's
Well, I've heard the argument though that maybe he waits to 28, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. After January 1st, 2026 is DOA. Yeah, that's kind of like the last thing. This is what I'm trying to tell people. The reason I'm trying to get people like more like uptight and like worried about the bills and stuff passing is the fact that come January 1st, 2026, nothing is going to pass the House. Nothing. Nothing else going to pass whatsoever. Because guess what? People like Don Bacon and Michael Lawler, they're going to say, we can't pass it. Well, not really Lawler. He's kind of a team player, but it's like Don Bacon. He'll be saying, well, we can't pass anything because it's an election year, and I need to be a moderate, a respectable moderate. So that's what I'm saying. Pass stuff.
Another big news that happened. An old plantation in Louisiana burned down.
Oof. Sam Manson for 2. Why does James ever stream anymore? I think he just having a real life, I think.
Sorry. Was that a violation?
I thought James would only really join election streams.
Yeah, it's mostly election streams. Because like later in the day, it just the scheduling doesn't work because we stream in the morning. So.
And he still joins election streams.
Yeah,
so.
he does.
Sorry, Ramp, I violate whatever monetization stuff. Plantation, Louisiana burned down. Not the Nottoway plantation.
Oof.
Outside of Baton Rouge.
All right.
Very old structure. It was used as like a resort and a wedding venue, museum.
Warnock is overrated, dude. Almost lost Herschel Walker. Yeah, the thing with Warnock though is like what saves him every time is the fact that he's the pastor at MLK's church. So.
Yeah, so he probably gets a lot of black turnout just because.
Oh yeah, he's like 98% of the vote, but that might be going away. In recent years, it seems like that's starting to go away a little bit, but. I do think we're gonna get stuff passed in the House, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, I want stuff passed now because I don't want to wait till next year where Don Bacon's gonna force down a watered-down pile of crap because he can. That's what I'm saying. Get the stuff done now. We're running out of time. This stuff should be done now. But we'll see. We shall see if we get the stuff passed. I hope we do. Hope we do. Do you see RMG research as Trump's approval at +4? Do they? Let's see. Interactive polls. Yeah, RMG research. They have Trump's approval at +4 now. On April 16, it was -3. So in the span of 1 month, it's won 7 points towards Trump. Remember when everyone was saying that Trump's the most unpopular president ever? That everyone sucks?
That was so funny. Right around the 100-day mark, all of these mainstream media polls dropped his approval to like -20. That was quite interesting.
I know what happened. Let's cut the bullshit. They're trying to push this narrative that Trump's unpopular. That's what they try to do.
They did. You know why? They all pushed those he was super unpopular polls around the 100-day mark. So they can all have the graphics of the average and be like,
yep.
Trump is at the most unpopular 100 days ever. And then afterwards, they all swung back to Trump. It was
That's
funny,
what they freaking did. Everyone knows it. And on top of that, people got to understand a lot of these pollsters, like the New York Times, like ABC, like a lot of them, they use the same pollster. In fact, they use the same numbers. So all they do is just weigh it differently. That's not a different poll. It's just the same poll, just weighed slightly differently. That's all they do. And that's how they all found Harris up by, or Trump -20. I think it was AP Nork, wasn't it? Wasn't AP Nork that a -20?
Wasn't there that one poll that had like a Harris +5 on?
Yeah, Elliot Morris, the guy that used to run 538s. He said, and not Nate Silver, the guy after him. He claimed his poll, which by the way, this was conducted like a week ago. It was at -16. Yet not even the mainstream media polls right now are finding Trump at -20 or even -5 at this point. It's like -3.
Oh.
So yeah, it's so obvious. Like you could tell when they're trying to push a narrative. Here's what I will tell people: if you want to see like Trump, like the trend in Trump's approval, just look at Rasmussen, because they track daily. Are they perfect? No, but they track every single day. And yeah, some days they have some weird spikes, but you will notice a trend. And Rasmussen right now, Trump's above water by like 3 or 4. RMG research now, Trump +4. All these pollsters do is copy paste. Yeah, but that's what they do. I think it's like, yeah, it is The Economist and Yahoo News. They both use YouGov. All they do is get the same numbers, just way differently. That's all they do. So that's how they get basically the same results. Some differences here and there, but it's the same poll. That's all it is. Anyways, the narrative is not happening. Yeah. But yeah, so Trump's approval right now, what is it actually on RCP? Anyone know? Let's see. According to RCP, right now, it's only -4. So much for that. And, of course, YouGov and freaking Reuters. These guys suck. American Nerd for 10. On the Comey stuff, can we all agree that the leadership within the FBI has been bad for years? Like, the deep guy was an associate director during Watergate and destroyed Nixon in America. Yeah. The FBI has been ran by idiots for years. Oh, we got Kash Patel. This is pretty good. Anyways. Is anyone still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Because my thing did crash. But yeah, Trump's approval right now is -4 at RCP. Just a couple weeks ago, on the 100-day mark, it was -7. And yep, they mysteriously all found -12 at the same time. I wonder why. Yeah, all they did was they waited till the 100-day mark to drop all the polls. So they could show him at the most unpopular state ever for 100 days. Alright, we only had 2 happy election streams, 21 and 24. The rest were awful. Though there's some good ones, like Wyoming.
Oh yeah, speaking of election streams that will be happening later this year, can we talk about that New Jersey poll? Because
yeah, so I have a video planned for later today on this, but I want to we'll talk a little bit about it. So
I can pick this. You guys may think I'm being way too optimistic, and I probably am, but I have moved New Jersey officially to toss-up. Personally, I've moved it to tilt Republican.
yeah, for those that don't know, Emerson College, which, listen, Emerson College is a good pollster. They're not perfect. Sometimes they get weird results, but in 2024, they were correct in New Jersey. I think, was it
They were the ones who nailed New
Yeah.
Jersey, dude.
So, they found Governor Murphy, who's a Democrat, at -5, and President Trump right now is tied. 47% approve, 47% disapprove. And on top of that, 53% prefer the next governor of New Jersey to work with the Trump administration. A majority. The majority of people in New Jersey want the next governor to work with Trump. And now the Citarelli endorsement makes sense. Because why would Trump back him? Why? Why would Trump back Citarelli?
And that's another thing, too. The top Democrat, as of right now, is Mikey Sherrill. She's probably going to be the nominee. She is running a single-issue anti-Trump campaign.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, this is a campaign that you would run in 2017 or 2018, you know?
And in
There's
second place,
now than it was in 2017 or 2018.
and in second place is Baraka, who literally just got arrested.
Yeah, you guys are
running
fucked in
a
New Jersey.
campaign. You know how a way I would compare her actually to a Democrat version of Dan Cameron in Kentucky. Because Dan Cameron ran his entire campaign on Biden's awful. I hate Biden. Andy Beshear likes Biden. I hate Biden. That was his entire campaign, and what happened to him? You know?
Yeah,
This could be the Virginia of this year.
I think it will be.
Yeah, very well could.
Meanwhile, Virginia will be
Virginia, they fucked that one. What they did in Virginia is pathetic. That is
Oh,
sad.
apparently Winston Sears has like literal stock photos on their website.
Yeah, it's over. I've heard some bad
with
things.
with the labels on them too.
Wait, what?
So, oh yeah, did you not hear about that? Like the stock photos.
Wait, I don't believe you.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, no way. So you're telling me they have stock photos with like the trademark on them still?
Yeah.
No way.
Wait, what happened?
Hold on, let me send this. Let me send it.
Oh my. I thought you were joking.
Look at the protect women one though. You can and it literally has the watermark on it.
No way. Okay. So guys, they use stock photos here and there. That's one thing. You know, tough on crime, whatever. You can get on Adobe stock. Protect women. Is this actually on her website?
On who's Winston Sears?
Yes.
God.
Oh my. It's still there. There's
Dude, that's like when the Harris campaign used those AI generated images. Remember? And they were like dog shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like some of the people had like Trump flags too, and they just like completely.
Bruh. They're so lazy. They can't even buy the. How much would it cost?
Okay, I went to her website. It looks like she might have cropped it now. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think it shows up anymore. I could be wrong.
Wow.
I think they finally bought it. I don't know.
Bunch of dumbasses. Unbelievable.
Anyways.
Like, you're telling me that you can't spend, how much is it for a full year? Yeah, an extended license is $80. $80 for a political campaign in Virginia. You can't spend that? And even that, here's a better question. Why couldn't they just get real photos in Virginia?
No one likes her. Oh,
why couldn't they just give like a photographer like $20 or something?
I don't know.
American Nerd for 2. Gaining New Jersey while losing Virginia isn't a bad trade, to be honest. I think it's a good trade. Because I think New Jersey was always... The thing with New Jersey is it's easier to win because you don't got Nova. Nova's been the problem.
New Jersey's trending towards
New
Virginia.
Jersey has right trending suburbs, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, and Virginia is basically a fluke.
Yeah, Virginia, it was... The problem with Virginia was...
Because, Nova's moving right because of Asians, but Richmond's moving left, and that seems to be countering it. So.
Yeah. I think it'll still be, like, within 5 points. Like, it could maybe flip once in a great while, maybe. But... Yeah, American Nerd for, hold on. Object Clay's candidate for 5. I hate seeing this as a Virginia voter, but put everything in New Jersey, give Virginia some crumps. It's a lost cause this time around. Rumors, Youngkin 29. Yeah, Youngkin 29 is your only hope.
I will say I did hear this, too. I know early vote, well, not early vote, but looking at, like, the primary vote is not a very good indicator for the general sometimes, but New Jersey is quite interesting. You know why? Guess where the majority of the turnout is in the early vote?
Where?
South Jersey, the Republican
Are you serious?
areas. Republicans are turning out in New Jersey way more than Democrats, and that's with an uncompetitive Republican primary and a ultra-competitive
Yeah, the Democrat primary is
primary.
a shit show. Guys, for those that don't know, the Democrat primary is like anyone can win that. It's like 10 people running, and they all have 5%. Anyone can win that.
Yeah, you'd think that, like, the Democrat primary would be the one people are turning out for, you know?
Oh my gosh. I have a video planned for later today in New Jersey. Are we about to actually... I'm not going to jinx us. I'm not going to say anything. American Nerd for 3. Are those crappy pics AI or something? No, they're just stock photos that are too cheap to buy. They can't pay $20 for it. Unbelievable. Jacob Martin for 2. Would you trade New Jersey for Georgia in 2028? Depends. I'm going to say yes because I think it's worth it in the long run. Actually, short term, I should say. Long run, you want to still win Georgia, but if you can flip New Jersey, that makes things a lot more difficult for Dems. Okay, okay. Some number of electoral votes. Is it the same number in Georgia, New Jersey? I thought New Jersey had less. Am I wrong? Let's see. Just make the Atlanta Metro their own state. No! You're just giving two Democrats free electoral votes. No. What I would say is do what they did in Maine. Just have it by congressional district. That's my take. Let's see. It's reversed 2022. A bunch of power-hungry Dems are clamoring for these seats because they think it'll be easy with Trump in office. Problem is they're eating each other alive. I agree with that. That's actually a good take on this. That's a problem for Dems. They're having reversed 2022. They're having the shitty primaries. Republicans might have some here and there, but I mean, look at Maine 2nd now.
Look at Michigan Senate.
Yeah, Michigan Senate's a freaking disaster. Oh, that's beautiful. Michigan governor looks like a shit show for them. Minnesota looks awful. Again, this doesn't mean they're going to lose these seats, but my gosh. And you get these people saying, oh, no, Minnesota's not going to flip. I'm not saying it's going to, but...
California. The California governor.
What?
California governor?
Yeah, that's a disaster.
Without Harris. Texas are waiting to see what Beto does.
And that's going to be funny if they don't run. So that's a problem. You have primaries across all the Senate seats. Look at Illinois. Well, actually, Illinois, I don't think is that competitive. But, like, you have
Illinois 9. You should see Illinois 9th.
Oh, Illinois 9th, yeah.
Because there's that one Gen Z communist that's running. She has no chance now because the mayor of Evanston has just filed a run. So, but so that's that.
All right. Hold up, everybody. We got an update from John Rose. I made out my first procedure. No bleeding in my colon. Now I have to argue my way to actual procedure that could help me. Probably still going to be in the hospital for a couple more days. Sounds like a good update. Just want to give everybody a quick update, John. So.
Very good. Very good.
Very good. Very good. Because people are asking about that. So I just saw that. Well, I'm not following him. No, I am. There we go. Rap, do you see the Detroit poll that showed Mike Duggan winning Detroit? I saw that. Are we going to actually flip Michigan's governor race?
If he's winning Detroit City,
yes.
That's not the best sample, but it could give us a good insight into Wayne County.
Probably will. You got to realize he's a god in Detroit.
Yeah, he's very popular.
So
yeah, that could get good insight into like Wayne County because I don't know if he'll do as well in the suburbs, but he could do a lot better, and that might actually.
And again, all he has to do is take like 5% of the vote away. That's all he has to do. Like statewide, and that'll probably be enough. Because the Michigan GOP got their shit together. Hopefully.
How's it going in Wisconsin for the governor?
Listen, just run Showman. I love Tiffany, but just go with Showman.
I'm so sorry your state's turned into Minnesota.
I know, this is horrible. Walk talk for 10. Did you see the Twitter story about that El Chapo is ratting out cartel members of the Trump administration? Would not be shocked if he disappears in ADX Florence. Is that real? Wait, what?
Oh, and we have breaking news. Pope Leo declares that family is based upon the union between a man and a woman, and the unborn have dignity.
W.
Yes, the left is gonna hate.
Oh my
Pope
gosh,
Leo.
they're gonna realize. Oh wait, this. I mean, even Francis said stuff like this, but not as clear as this. I love Pope Leo. We are Pope Leo enjoyers on the stream.
And then Pope Leo will probably say that we should still be respectful towards gay people, and then he'll be called woke.
No, here's what's gonna happen. He's gonna say like, I don't know what he'll say, but it's not gonna be like Francis where he fucks up the wording of it. It makes people misunderstand what he said. But yeah, Pope Leo is great. Pope Leo has been fantastic. I mean, he's wearing the drip is amazing. It's back. He keeps changing crosses though. I find it weird. It's like every day it's a new cross he's wearing, which is strange. But I think one was actually like the original Pope Leo's like cross. I don't know. It's weird, but rally more for 5.
And he speaks English.
Yeah, that's a big benefit. He can actually speak English, so we can understand what he's saying. Not like, oh,
The 3 previous popes all spoke English too, but barely.
oh, Francis even know how to speak English.
Yeah, barely. Yeah, I think he spoke English once at like a congressional like address.
Yeah, he spoke English and it was he could barely understand it. Rally more for 5. Why is the Democrats always unite to pass legislation, but the Republicans fail to unite to pass legislation? Well, this is one way to put it. The Republicans can think for themselves. Democrats can't. There, I said it. Am I wrong?
The Republicans are fighting each other.
Yeah, Republicans, they fight each other and they can think for themselves. They all want different things. They're greedy. While Democrats, meanwhile, they do for the common good, the greater good. All that crap.
Democracy.
American Air for 2. Why not run Eric Hovde for Wisconsin governor? I think he's going to run after Johnson retires. That's my take. Yeah, Dems are a cult. Yeah, Dems are just a cult. It's just like Orange Man bad. Oh my gosh. I'm glad though. Like, Pope Leo was great. Luke, what's your thoughts of Pope Leo?
I'm not Catholic, so I've never really been paying too much attention.
Listen, I know. I'm just curious though. What a non-Catholic has to say about Pope Leo? Anything?
I mean, he's whatever.
Right.
He's Pope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, right. Pope Leo is the Pope. So true.
Wow. He's a Catholic Pope. Wow. Do you think Johnson runs again at 28? No. I think he retires.
Yeah, breaking news, guys. The Pope is Catholic.
Yeah, I saw that in chat. Lose the district. Which one? Oh, talking about John James' seat?
I guess. I don't know.
If
it's like if we had a blue wave and like the Democrat went by like 10, maybe do we lose that seat? But I don't know. I doubt it.
I kind of wish the Pope was like a grape or paleo. I'm kidding.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Robert Serra.
Yes. Robert Serra I would have loved, but Pope Leo's be great. He's be like a legendary Pope.
Robert Serra is
my favorite grape or paleo con.
Okay. Walk talk for 5.
Robert Serra, the paleocon DEI.
Yeah, I mean, like, can you imagine what Posobiec would have said if he would have won? I mean, he was bad enough Leo. Oh my gosh.
This guy would have been screaming DEI Pope till the cows came home.
Yeah, until like Colonel Serra's like, you know what, we're gonna launch another crusade. They'd be like, oh, this is cool.
No, it's because we would have had to probably say something about Trump and then
yeah. Walk talk for 5. According to Mexico security chief, El Chapo has cut a deal to bring his family to the States and in return will bring down the cartel. Really?
The hell?
Is that real? Okay, so that's according to the Mexico security chief.
I don't know. That sounds fishy, but
yeah, I don't trust any Mexican officials. I'm sorry. You can't trust any of them. They all work with the cartel. So, do you see the debate between Corey Mailer and James White? I watched parts of it. I wanted to die because I have to admit that, oh gosh, it's stupid. I saw parts of it. Riley Moore for 5. The Dems of the Democrat Party are cult, even though they call us Republicans Cokes and a MAGA cult. Yeah. American Nerd for 3. Proud American is a Pope. U.S. controls the Vatican. I wouldn't go that far. I think we talked about this yesterday. New York City, I guess Zoran surging, right? I just saw a poll on that.
Yeah, he's still
went
second
from being
place,
down
but
30 to being down 20. It's over.
And I found a great tweet from
it's so Jover. Once AOC endorses him, it's so Jover.
And like, what about like an account I recommend people follow is like former Senator Goldbar Bob. He's a great guy. He posted a picture. He's like a moderate Dem, and that's what he posted. It's like Barney barfing, and like the Zoran surging like this. I love it because like I don't get why they want to nominate this guy. Why? And like the average Democrat's like, what the fuck are we doing? Just Barney barfing. I love this. That's a response to how do you say his name? Zoran? How do you say it?
Zohran.
Sorhan, whatever.
Zohran Mahame, or whatever the fuck.
Zohran. I don't know.
Islamic.
Yeah, just like, just party perfect. Who even wants that guy? Who even wants to nominate him? Because do they understand that they nominated him, Cuomo and Eric Adams are going to be third-party candidates? And then Sliwa's going to probably win? All right. Rap, I like Josh Showman, but we can't bank on doing well in WoW. These areas are going to move to the left no matter what. Well, I would argue he's running on an issue that actually matters. He's one of the first people to realize...
Housing.
What?
He's running on housing.
Which I think's smart. That's a big problem in Wisconsin. I don't know why Republicans don't run on that more, but... And that's a huge problem in Wisconsin. And stop running on Scott Walker, please. I hope he does. Please, don't even mention him. Which, by the way, Luke, I did look at polling. I was right a couple days ago when I said that he had, like, there's a bunch of people that don't even know who Scott Walker is. I looked it up. It's from 2018, right before the election. It was like 20% didn't even know who he was. So...
Maybe that's why he lost.
Yeah.
It's probably why he lost. Yeah.
So I looked that one up. But it's like, no one cares. Stop running a freaking Scott Walker, Act 10. Which I support, but like, dude, you're not going to win by running on Act 10.
I mean, Act 10's done anyways. So.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of it.
And so is Derek Van Orden.
Let's see. I see a bunch
yes, I know the district won't be as democratic, but still, he's probably going to lose anyways.
Let's see here. I see a bunch of cringe, tedious Dems ads for candidates running in New York and New Jersey. And the thing is, that's actually hurting them. Are we getting to the point now where, and I'm wondering if this is the case, but like some areas, they ran on Orange Man bad for so long that these people are just getting sick of it. Is that what's happening here in like New Jersey?
I guess, I don't know.
I mean, like, people are just getting so sick of the Orange Man bad. That's my theory for this. People are just saying this is stupid.
I mean, if a candidate ran an ad where they pretend to, 86 Donald Trump, they probably win because it's Virginia.
That's true. But I'm just saying, like, places like New Jersey, because I got to figure out, like, what's causing this. Well, what's really, like, part of it, I think, is just you can't afford a house there and stuff. It's awful to live in some areas. But, I don't know. American Nerd for 2. If Republicans want to win Wisconsin, get a new GOP chair. Yeah, tell me about it.
And I'll be updating people on Monday. I'm going to state convention tomorrow. I'm on my way up actually right now. And I'm actually going to head out because I'm in Oshkosh currently sitting and I need to use my directions.
All right. So, I'll see you
later.
Around.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Adios, Luke.
I'm currently sitting by a marina in Oshkosh.
All right,
this city's a dump. Okay.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. People have had enough of Dems. Yeah, I just think people just got sick of them. Because how else can you explain, like, Trump's popularity surging? Which is weird. So does that mean Trump's more popular in New Jersey than nationwide, then? Is that what that poll means? Because if he's, like, let's just say he's, like, -1, if you average it all out, and he's, like, negative or +1 in New Jersey, he's more popular there than nationwide. Great. Henry Hooker stand for 2. Scott Walker's Ronald Reagan of Wisconsin. Yep, that's a perfect comparison. He is. Worship Scott Walker, even though a third of people don't even know who he is. Don't know he existed. It's like, oh, who's governor before Evers? I don't know. Most people know, but it's stupid to talk about it. All right. Let's see. American Nerd for 3. Who would make a good GOP chair for Wisconsin? I would say, hear me out on this one. Eric Hovde.
Hilario. Oh.
Eric Hovde.
All right.
Eric Hovde or Tom Tiffany. Nah, you want to keep Tiffany in the house. But anyways. No, it's just that nationwide he's +1 or 2. Well, no, like the average is like -1 when you average a good ones. It's like -1 to tied. So that's like to the left of New Jersey. I don't know what's going on. Scott Walker, no! He's worked with like a shitty organization like YAF or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like very very establishmentarian.
Yeah, it's no one cares. Brad Schimmel. Dan Kelly. No. Okay.
Brad Schimmel, Brad Schimmel, Brad Schimmel, Brad Schimmel, Brad Schimmel, Brad Schimmel, Brad Schimmel.
All right. Let's see. So I think that's it for everybody for today's stream. If anyone got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, or whatever, send them now. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats. They're very milk toast. Yeah, that's YAF for you. How do you say it? Is it YAF? YAF, right?
I'm pretty sure it's YAF.
Yeah. Was Scott Walker even a good governor?
Let's see if anything else is in the news.
Scott
I'm sure
Walker
Walker was fine.
He was fine. He wasn't that good, but he was better than Evers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Texas House. The Texas House apparently decided to repeal an old gay sex ban law from a long time ago.
So they're focusing on that instead of trying to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine presidential race between James Lindsay and Jackson Hinkle. I would immigrate out of America. I would leave. Man Milk for 2. McDonald's break just started. Tell me everything. TLDR, James Comey should be thrown in jail. Republicans suck. They're not passing Trump's bill. And New Jersey's getting competitive, which I'll have a video on New Jersey later today. A couple hours. I got to work on it. So, how many for Senate? I think he's running 28 for the Senate seat. He's going to replace Johnson. That's my take.
Let's see. There's a rally with Andy Biggs and Charlie Kirk in Arizona.
Yeah, Biggs got the primary. It's over. Hold up. We got breaking news from Jake Sherman. Jake Sherman's reporting that. Hold on. I gotta pull this up. Shoot. Where'd it go? Here it is. Yeah, right here. According to Jake Sherman, there is significant amount of, let's call it, anger and confusion right now in Republican ranks in Arlington. Some do not like that he called the vote in the middle of negotiations with the hardliners. For what it's worth, leadership/budget did not seem close to delaying the vote at any time. So, we have a civil war in the GOP. That's what he's saying here. Basically, it sounds like in the middle of negotiations where we were getting close, and then Johnson called a vote for no reason. Are you serious? I hate this party. I hate these people so much. You're telling me we can't get anybody better than this? We're down for 5. The sad thing with Scott Walker is that he was better than pretty much all of the other Tea Party governors. Yeah. He's the only one that had a brain. The rest sucked. Rick Scott actually wasn't bad, but still. Mike Johnson's cooked. Yeah, Mike Johnson's done. This is real.
We're gonna get another vacating or something.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't think it's gonna happen because Trump will just say no.
Well, I think Jeffries would also say no.
I have a theory for this one. If they do vacate, what if they put Vance in the position?
What if they just put Jeffries as speaker and just get it over with?
Mike for 2. Can we just write off Virginia? Yes.
You
For now, I think. Maybe if Nova really does revert, but the problem is Richmond. Now just move. All people moving to Richmond now, which is stupid, but great.
The rich men in Richmond.
Oh gosh. American Era for 2. A GOP civil war. Why does this keep happening? Yeah, it's dumb. Header Hooker stand for 5. What was the James White versus Corey Mailer's debate about? I saw you were tweeting about it. It's just 2 retards fighting. That's what it was.
Also, what's up with Corey Mills or something? I don't know.
Corey Mills, that thing, I don't know. I'm going to say nothing on it because the people pushing it I don't trust, but I don't know.
That might be a seat to watch next year because
Corey Mills would be trouble. I like Mills, but yikes.
Yeah, the Blaze is like completely going after him.
Put Marco Rubio as speaker. You know, that might not be a bad idea.
He's already got 4 jobs anyways.
Yeah, might as well. American Earth for 3, Rubio for speaker. He's the secretary of everything. Yeah, just make him speaker. Why not? Man Milk for 2. Never forget 10. Credo in 2010. Michael Steele effed us. Oh, yeah, Michael Steele's awful. For those that don't know, that was the guy that used to run the GOP. in like 2010. Let's just say that guy had no clue what he was doing.
Yeah, he's a Democrat now.
Yeah, he's a partisan Dem. Like, anything Trump posts now, it's just Orange Man bad.
Yeah, he's one of the resistors. I guess he's like one of the Krasensteins. He just replies to everything.
Yeah. So
Krasenstein.
both major parties having civil wars. Well, the difference is Republicans have Trump. They still got a leader, like Trump advance. And I guess Rubio. I mean, Rubio's like the third guy now, I guess. But
Yeah, so he'll be the next vice president.
probably. Democrats have nobody. I mean, it's looking like it's gonna be Harris, Buttigieg, and like Booker.
It's probably my guess is if it's not Harris, it's probably freeway race between Buttigieg, AOC, and Booker.
Oh, I love it.
I mean,
you don't trust Anthony Sabatini. I like Sabatini, but he has a grudge against Mills, so I got to be careful with it.
Yeah, and I think he also didn't like the reconciliation bill as it was. So
yeah, so he has.
I don't think Trump doesn't really like him either for whatever reason.
Yeah, he has a grudge against Mills, so that's why I'm saying wait and see. New Trump tweet.
Oh boy.
New Trump tweet. I think he posted this on Truth Social a little while ago. But yeah, Trump.
He must be pissed.
Yeah. The Supreme Court is being played by the radical left losers who have no support. The public hates them, and their only hope is the intimidation of the court itself. We can't let that happen to our country. Yes.
Oh, and about 30 minutes ago, Republicans must unite behind the one big beautiful bill. Not only does it cut taxes for all Americans, but it will kick millions of illegal aliens off Medicaid to protect it for those who are the ones in real need. The country will suffer greatly without this legislation, with their taxes going up 65%. It will be blamed on the Democrats, but that doesn't help our voters. We don't need grand standards in the Republican Party. Stop talking and get it done.
Yeah.
It's time to fix the mess that Biden and Democrats gave us. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yeah, so Trump is Trump going to have his Andrew Jackson moment in the next couple weeks?
Yeah, maybe.
Does he just say, fuck it?
Because, I mean, SCOTUS is about to rule against the birthright citizenship.
Well, the thing is with the thing, though, is the way that some of the judges were speaking, even Barrett's a freaking hack, but even some of the stuff she was saying, I don't know. But it looks like we for sure got 4 yeses. It sounds like it's, yeah, it sounds like Roberts is actually on our side. We have to watch for Kavanaugh and Barrett, it sounds like.
It's fucking Kavanaugh. Oh, what is Gorsuch that we have to watch out for, actually?
Oh, yeah, I think it was Gorsuch. Actually, yeah, I think it actually reversed that. But no, Gorsuch still has the history of saying yes to it. I don't know. We'll see. But it sounds like it's Barrett. It comes down to.
Yeah, and she's basically a liberal, so.
Yeah. Look at the first reply. Oh, gosh. It's that guy, Krasenstein. Every time.
Which one, Brian or
Brian? Every time. He's like in every tweet. You just see him.
Well, Brian, actually, those were like the original reply guys.
Yeah, they were in everything. Oh, you remember? I remember in Trump's first term, there's like these idiots that replied to everything, like Trump posted.
I think it was the Krasensteins.
Yeah, there's them and like a couple other people, like the Brooklyn dad guy or whatever his name was.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I think Brian has like 115,000 posts.
Jeez.
I think Ed has 94,000.
Man,
Brooklyn Dad blocked me, but I might be able to see how many posts he has. 153,000.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. All right. To be honest, Trump did appoint Barrett. Yeah, but this was a disaster.
Yeah, I think he might acknowledge now it's a mistake.
Yeah.
But there's nothing he can do about it because, they serve lifetimes.
Yeah, Tide Rich. Oh, yeah, Tide Rich. Remember that guy? The guy that... Yeah, I remember him. Every time Trump tweeted, they were always in the comments, saying the dumbest things possible. Oh, you're a dictator. In, like, some shitty Photoshop picture. All right.
Or like I don't know, Occupy Democrats or something.
Yeah,
what is Tide Richard?
Yeah. They're all bad. They're all insane.
Who is the Richard guy again?
Ty Richard, he's like a freaking lunatic that was like, anytime Trump posted, it's like he's the first guy within seconds. I think, is he still around, I wonder? Yeah, Jeff Tiedrich. Yeah, this guy.
Oh, Tiedrich. Oh, that guy.
Tiedrich, yeah, Tiedrich. How do you say his name?
I blocked him.
This guy.
33,000 posts. How does he only have 33,000?
I don't know. I remember the Trump's first term. He was at everything.
That's retarded. Sorry, YouTube.
No, you're not wrong. All right. Let's see. I like Friday streams. Yeah, Friday streams are kind of just chill. So, is that his job? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think he. I mean, I think he is actually paid by the DNC to reply.
Yeah,
To
they
reply guy.
all are. They'll get paid somehow.
Like DNC does pay people to reply to tweets. I think they paid the Krasensteins. I think they paid Brooklyn Dad.
They paid all of them.
They paid Tydrick. Tydrick was invited to the White House one time, I think. And Brooklyn Dad.
Let's see.
I think I actually do remember Biden. I think had a whole meeting with reply guys.
That is sad.
I think you had Jeff Tydrick. I think you had Aaron Parnas. You had Brooklyn Dad. You had Mueller, she wrote.
Gosh, how do these people exist? I want to know how do these people exist in real life? All right. One more thing before we end the stream. I want to show everybody one graph I just saw posted by an account. Yeah. So just leave everybody off with some very sad stuff. Buying a home in 1985 versus 2022. Baby boomers, the median household income was 23,000. It costs 83,000 to buy a house. Now millennials have to spend 468,000 on income of 75,000. Boomers, everybody. Just thought I would post. Let's just show everybody this because, yeah, this is the state of the world right now. Yikes. The DNC probably runs at Trump. What?
I'm not giving my money to a bunch of kids.
Yeah, we worked hard for these houses. They only cost like $10, and now it's like freaking $5 million or whatever. The DNC probably runs a Trump egg account. Yeah, they probably do. I wouldn't be shocked that egg account.
I don't know if they actually do, but I think it is some AOC for president type person.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, what's your job? Son, my job is to reply to every Trump tweet. Yeah, that's how these people are.
Well, I mean, they probably are actual DNC employees.
Yeah.
Oh, what else is there? Oh, that reminds me. What's the crazy haired guy?
The what?
What's that crazy haired guy?
I don't know.
Does he have a Russian name or something? I don't remember.
It's all nuts.
Bruce something. Oh wait, not Drew Savicki.
They're all batshit
that's
crazy.
Dabrowski. That's the guy. That's Dabrowski.
Oh, Dabrowski. Is he still around?
I'm pretty sure he is. I think it was reported he was paid by the DNC.
Yeah, those accounts all just died.
Yeah, he is. He's still around.
All right. So, if anyone got any more super chats, last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats.
What else is there? Dean Wivers. That guy's gonna be obnoxious. Dean Wivers is probably the next Gen Z star of the party. I think he's eventually gonna run for Congress or something.
Are you serious?
Oh, is he 20 or something? I don't fucking know.
Great. So I think that's it, everybody. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share it with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. I will be back later today with a video on New Jersey because I don't know how that happened, but all right.
I wonder if the RNC pays people like Cat Shirt or whatever.
They probably do. Headed Hooker stand for 2. Don't forget about William Gates. Who?
Never heard of that guy. William Gates.
Oh, Will. Yeah, this guy.
Will something.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
You gotta send me the account information because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Let's see. I think they deleted it, actually.
Probably because Trump won.
Probably. All right, everybody. So I think that's it. We'll see you guys in the next stream video, wherever you see us at.